access to the Indian Ocean and to the particularly the western side, where it is close to the Gulf. And in that it has built the Gwadar port, which has financed it, built it, and has begun to even run it. So it wants a corridor across from Xinjiang, Kashgar, down to Karachi, so Kashgar to Karachi, to put it short. Idea is to spur economic development. But Afghanistan and Pakistan particularly, the tribal areas and all are still never areas, largely unruled by the government, and you have the serious problem of militancy. Even in China, the Xinjiang region has militancy going on. So it is not an easy job, but at least a concept has been made, and idea is something that you may see happening over next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
Okay, so on that note, it's time here to thank you, Mr. Mahendra Ved. Quite a pleasure having you here. We'll take a very quick break in perspective, and after the break, we'll analyze all the business-related. And to discuss all the business-related news stories, we are joined by journalist and columnist Mr. Shivaji Sarkar. Welcome to the program, Mr. Sarkar. Okay. Let's start the discussion with one of the stories which the Business Standard today reports, that is on Jet Etihad deal, which it says has hit SEBI and DIPP roadblocks, and there are concerns over effective control not being addressed in the second revival.
This deal, the way it has been done, of course, initially it was just like between two companies. Now as it is opening up, it appears that it is something more than that, and it opens up virtually. If any Indian company wants to have a relationship with another foreign company, then they can bypass many of the domestics. They have taken certificates without really meeting them. It also creates a situation where the vehicles are not considered to be safe, and if the vehicles are not considered to be safe, that means it can create havoc on Indian roads. And this is the basic concern that the government has. Apart from that, whatever the consumer should pay, they should get the benefit, the price for that. That is also not coming to them. So government has stepped in that if manufacturers are flouting the rules, they are not meeting the basic norms, then they will have to recall the vehicles. And if they, so far actually from the government side, there was no provision for penalizing them. They were doing it voluntarily. But now the government has stepped in to say that if the manufacturers are not taking concern of these issues, then the government will have to step in, and that means heavy penalties may be imposed on the defaulters.
Okay. There's another story today in the Indian Express which says that the direct taxes code, which is expected to be tabled in the Parliament in the monsoon session, is also going to suggest raising the MAT, the minimum alternate tax, on companies to about 20%, which stands at around 18.5% presently. What would you like to say about this assumption?
I believe, you see, the kind of situation the Indian industry is facing now, any kind of increase in tax is not going to help them. Because presently government needs to come out with policies and lower the taxes so that the industry really gets a boost, and they can really come to the market in a competitive manner to suit the pockets of the people, because the pockets of the people are getting smaller and smaller, and within that the industry has to survive. So this is one, I don't think matter, because you see their decisions quite often come not from the industry or even from the political partners or MPs. It comes from basically the bureaucrats who feel they